On this segment of the show, we spotlight the issues shaping conversations in the Nigerian social media. Well, as the results have started filtering in by INEC, the PDP has rejected the results of the 2019 presidential elections. Yesterday, in a press briefing, the national chairman of the PDP, Uche Secondus, alleged that the APC has tampered with the results itself. We'll go to the social media now and take a look at how Nigerians are reacting to allegations by the PDP that INEC, in collusion with the APC, has tampered with the election results. The PDP rejecting the 2019 presidential elections. This is trending yesterday up till this morning in the social media. Breaking, we won't accept presidential election result. PDP vows. Let's take a look at details of that report yesterday, which broke. Our collation centers have the original results from all the polling units in the country. That's from where we are going to reclaim our results, he said. That's Uche Secondus, the national chairman of the PDP. Still speaking, quote, the results are incorrect and unacceptable to our party. Officials of the APC working with INEC have decided to alter results to affect our people. This must now be resisted by every well-meaning Nigerian. INEC must live up to its responsibility. They are under pressure. We have the facts, and when the time comes, we begin to release them, end quote. That was from Uche Secondus, the national chairman of the PDP yesterday, disclaiming the results and saying, no, we won't accept this. The International Center for Investigative Reporting, in the report yesterday, told us that U.S. congressman said that the Nigerian election results are being tampered with. U.S. Congressman Chris Smith raised an alarm in a statement on his website on the elections in Nigeria. This was what he said. Let's go on to the next slide and take a look at details of what he said. Yesterday, Nigeria voted. Today, votes are being counted. I am very concerned by credible reports that the vote is being tampered with. To avoid any manipulation of the tally, it is critical that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, announce without delay actual results, which are certified by party agents and observers at each polling unit as the vote is tabulated. It continued in that statement, well-placed sources report that in some states and localities, including Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, Imo, Abia, INEC commissioners are receiving enormous pressure to alter poll results. This must not be allowed to happen. The eyes of the United States, of Africa, and the world are upon Nigeria and INEC. I also asked Secretary Michael Pompeo to hold accountable anyone who seeks to cheat the Nigerian people, who have waited patiently of their votes or for men's violence. This was U.S. Congressman Chris Smith in a statement. We go now and take a look at how Nigerians are reacting to the rejection of the results by the PDP with the hashtag Nigeria Decides Rigged. Supporters of the PDP have taken to the social media to also support their party's decision to reject the results. This cannot stand as the wishes of the people have been subverted by the APC and INEC. I stand with the PDP to reject this sham called an election and result. Ladis Speaks tweeted that yesterday. And from I Am Frank Okafor, this election result doesn't show the actual position of Nigerians. This is a concocted result and should be rejected. Professor Mahmoud Yakubu gave APC 2 whole nights to manipulate and falsify the results. This is a rape of our hard-earned democracy. Nigeria Decides Rigged. And from Demola Riwaju, we saw this tweet as well. Nigeria Decides 2019 has turned out to be one of the worst elections ever conducted in Nigeria, comparable only to the 1963, 1983, and 2007 elections. This is a farce and a mockery of democracy and a sad throwback to a better forgotten past. Nigeria Decides Rigged. From Demola Riwaju, we saw that. From Sani Scholar, tweeting said, results are not yet coming in and the PDP is organizing a press conference to reject it. Which results are you rejecting? The Sierra Leonean strategy, the Venezuela option, would not work in Nigeria. Challenge results constitutionally. Don't try to put the country in chaos. From Sani Scholar, we saw that tweet. Karovoni tweeted and said, I'm worried about the antics of Atiku PDP. There is an Orubebe situation upon us. Their U.S. Congressman Smith has flown a kite. The party has come out to reject results announced by INEC. If you are not happy with the results, go to court. Don't risk the life of Nigerians. Karovoni having a contrary opinion there. Starleaf tweeted and said, the PDP has rejected the Nigeria Decides results. I totally agree with the party on this because Nigeria Decides Rigged. What we have seen is a rape of democracy and it must be resisted. We cannot allow the democracy we all fought for to be ridiculed like this. Yesterday, commentary in the social media from Odogu Ogbete tweeting said it's all adding up. The desperation to remove Chief Walter Onogen, the last-minute postponement of elections last week, the directive to shoot ballot box snatchers on site, the election day banditry, the mass falsification that followed, and the delay in announcing result. from that Twitter user, Dogo Gbete. We saw that. And of course, as results are filtering in, we've learned that the Senate President, Bukola Saraki, has lost his Senate seat. What that means is that he's not returning to the Senate. And then, of course, the governor of Oyo State, Abiola Ajimobi, also lost his bid to come into the Senate. And we're getting reports also on Akpabio. That is still inconclusive at this point. And then, of course, the governor of Gombe State, Ibrahim Dankwabo, is clearly now might be retiring from politics. And we saw some reactions yesterday, especially on the Senate President. One Twitter user, Bakari, tweeted and said, "I'm a fan of how Bukola Saraki led the Senate in championing its legislative independence instead of being a rubber stamp, and we should be re-elected." But the people felt otherwise, and that is the beauty of democracy. He will go on as one of the finest Senate presidents we've had. From Bakari, Aziz Bakari, we saw that tweet from MC Patodin, Saraki gone, Ajimobi gone, Akpabio almost. I feel like walking naked. Nigeria will walk again. From MC Patodin, we saw that tweet. Akpabio's issue is not really quite concluded yet. INEC says we've not declared a winner in Akpabio Senatorial District. We still await results on the Akpabio Senatorial District. And meanwhile, this Twitter user, Onko Ajala, tweeted and shared this with us and said, how many people voted Ajimobi out? And this was what Yinka Ayefele said. Let's take a look. Many people voted Ajimobi out, and Ayefele said many people. Aldo Maltwitten said Dankwabo losing election in Gombe, despite the very good works he has done to the state, has to be the most shocking news for me so far. And then from another Twitter user, Munir Waziri, why is it that people from other states are blaming Gombe people of Dankwabo's defeat? To be very honest, Dankwabo played himself, so please stop disturbing us. From Munir Waziri, we saw that tweet. And of course, there are some newcomers in the National Assembly, in the Senate. We've also learned that Alba Moro, former Minister of Interior, has also been elected into the Senate. And Ifeanyi Ubah, billionaire businessman, Ifeanyi Ubah is coming to the Senate as well. Orji Uzor-Kalu, former governor of Abia State, is coming to the Senate also. And of course, the outgoing governor of Ogun State is also coming into the Senate. Let's go on and take a look now at how Nigerians are reacting to all these new developments. Bill Achusim tweeting said, Ifeanyi Ubah, after APGA disgraced him, went ahead in few months to YPP and managed to beat the Ubah, Ifeanyi and Andy dynasty and wins Anambra South Senate seat. This man don't suffer. I'm so happy. Nnewi youths were behind him all through. Votes, they count now. 2019, too big to reek. From Bill Achusim, we saw that. And from Zubi Davis, so Ifeanyi Ubah shares the same ideologies with Kingsley Moalu. Congratulations to him anyways. Nigeria decides 2019. Of course, he's in the same party as Kingsley Moalu of the YPP. And I am Diary tweeting said, Orji Kalu winning the election is also crazy. A man that is under trial by EFCC is contesting for a political position. Which way Nigeria? Well, I guess Orji Kalu won't be the first. We've seen the case of Senator Yola Omishore, who, while in detention, won his election into the Senate. Kakoti one tweet and said, so Alba Moro can win an election in this country. Most voting electorates in Nigeria are actually gullible from north to south and east to west. It is either we forget things easily or we just don't give a damn about past records of those we queue behind to lead us. Bayemi Babalola Kakoti one tweeting there. Lexi Kaka said, Amosun, Senate to governor, back to Senate as retirement plan. When will this nonsense end in a country of over 80 million educated citizens? And then from another Twitter user, next 2011, with Governors Amosun and Okorocha in the Senate, Comrade Oshomole should be ready for another round of fight, which may also affect the executive-legislative relationship. Next 2011 tweeting there. And then from Prefect there, can they make a law that stops a former governor from vying for the position of a senator? The Senate House should be for serious people and not another retirement plan for an ex-governor. Nigeria Decides 2019 results. And we've seen some major highlights also on the Nigeria Decides trend, which has also been generating a lot of talk in the social media. You will recall that the signing of the Not Too Young to Run Act inspired a lot of young Nigerians to step into the ring of political participation. One of such young people is Freedom Ashekboyi, popularly known on Instagram as Mr. Jollof. He participated in the process. He contested for the House of Representatives seat in Warri Federal Constituency under Showore's party, the Allied Action Congress, AAC. And well, yesterday he took to his Instagram page to lament about the outcome and what he has personally experienced. I guess Mr. Jollof is having his baptism of fire in politics. This is what he posted. He said, even inside the AAC scam day, with a long hiss there. Let's take a look at this video he posted on his Instagram.
Yes, when I say for election, the political party is supposed to have a party agent. The job of that party agent now are to represent you for that polling unit. Now, if any irregularity they take place, the person now go interfere for the matter. Now, AAC as a political party, Shuri and the rest, they say their agent then they go volunteer to do and free for them. Me, I know say politics not be church matter. You must give the person something to take work the work for you, because the person go stand son, he go enter transport, go there. Now give one of the LGA chairman money to make sure say he wets the hand of the party agent there. When I know now say that person no put agent for anywhere, AAC no provide agent for all those places there. I show already one side they collect money, they talk say take it back, take it back, take it back. Now so you want to be president, bros. Then big stuff and enter fire. My mother they smell already, because now if they play while you for anywhere, now person not there to who say they play me while you. And I pay person to do something for me now. That person don't shop my money. And he still get the mind to call my phone. Wait till they call my phone. When one time he say the money not rich. Now they see the heart of man.
Okay, and also we've seen this interesting video of the presidential candidate of the Alliance for New Nigeria, ANN, as a motivational speaker, Mr. Fela Durotoye. This was what he posted moments after he voted. He said, "I don't cast my vote for the new Nigeria." Let's take a look at this short video.
As I don't cast my votes for you, I don't cast my votes for you, as I don't cast my votes for you,
Someone asked on Twitter, did Fela Durotoye deliver his polling unit though? Asking for a friend. Mr. Wizo tweeted and said, Fela Durotoye did not get more than 10 votes in any polling unit across Nigeria. Stop dancing, please. Call Banky W later. He has a lot to tutor you on. Talking about Banky W, he also contested for the House of Rep seat in Etiosa constituency of Lagos, and he was quite favored by the social media narrative to win. But it turns out that the results trickling in from that constituency is as if he hasn't really won that election, and this is what he posted on his Twitter yesterday. He said, "The end? No, it's the beginning." And let's take a look at this video.
I hope we look back at what we accomplished in just 3 months, and it shows us what we can do with the next 4 years. I hope we realize that winning some areas in Etiosa is proof that we can do this anywhere. I hope we know it's only failure when you stop trying, and battles are only lost when you stop fighting. The real MDP logo is a ladder. I hope we are not yet tired of climbing. I hope we remember what we said all along, that no matter the outcome, Election Day was never our finish line, it was only our starting point. I hope we made our generation proud. We were greatly outnumbered, but we stood out in the crowd. The movement must now begin where the campaign ends. This was never a 3-month race. This is a lifelong commitment. May our efforts be rewarded, our names remembered, and may history be kind. May we still fix Nigeria, one community at a time.
Banky W is getting a lot of accolades on social media and across the Nigerian youth space for taking that bold step and contesting for the House of Rep seat. A lot of people have been inspired by that great move by Banky W. Congratulations to him for participating. And then we saw this report trending on Instablog Nigeria yesterday. Man climbs electricity pole in protest against Buhari today in Area 1, Abuja. Let's take a look at the comments that followed.
I'm even seeing it before, very clear from here. I'm even seeing it before, very clear from here.
Okay, who does that? I don't know. Misty Gold Posting said, no need to kill yourself. If Canada no give us visa, last we go try Cameroon. As my people like suffer past anything. And from Sheriff Illusions, Oga, make nothing happen to that wire, because people need the light more than you. As you know, one Greek gets sense. From Domina 227, I feel your pain there, but this will change nothing. Youths with good intentions had better start joining any of the leading political parties and bring about the change we so desire from the inside out. That, my people, is the way forward. Well, this is where we draw the curtain this morning on Kakaaki Social. Please follow the conversation on all our social media platforms at Kakaaki Social on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kakaaki Social. I am Ohima Maize, handing over back now to Salamatu and Shola.